Welcome to 5 Minutes of Faith, brought to you by Believers Ministry, where we're reaching the community with the love of Christ, one person, one family at a time. Join us as we are taking excerpts from our pastor's recent sermon. It's going to be about 5 minutes.
The title of today's message is Take Off the Mask. The lesson text will be taken from Luke the 19th chapter, verses 1 through 10. Today, many people wear masks to hide from others and even from themselves without really realizing it. Have you ever seen someone hide behind a mask? I remember back in the day we used to watch the TV program The Lone Ranger. He wore a mask because he didn't want other people to know who he really was, and it's like that today. Sometimes people put on masks because they're afraid that other people will see who they really are, and sometimes we ourselves put on masks. In order to hide our imperfections, we will put on a mask of perfection. To hide our inadequacies, we will put on a mask of competence. To hide our fears, we will put on a mask of bravery. It's part of the fallen human condition to try to hide and cover up our weaknesses and our failures. But there's good news. We don't have to pretend to be something or someone we're not. God sent His Son, Jesus Christ, so that we might exchange our imperfections for His perfection and take off our mask forever. Amen. On the outside, we often give the appearance that all is well. I'm fine. I attend church. I got a wonderful family. My job is great. But beneath is the mask. A heart that says things are not all right. My marriage is rocky. My kids are giving me problems. And I'm distracted by the pressures and problems that I'm going through. I don't feel close to God. I'm hurting. I need help. And that's what we need to tell the Lord. We need to be honest with God and to ourselves. Amen. Take off the mask. There's no room for pretending. Many people give the impression that everything is okay in their life when it's not. They're wearing a mask. We need to come out of hiding. Keep it real. Honesty is the first step to deliverance. Stop pretending. Pride will say, I don't need no help. Pride will keep you from facing the truth. It's a me first attitude. Pride is an expression of selfishness. It is self-defeating. Proverbs 16:18 says, pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. That's how Satan himself fell, through pride and self-will. It is the very essence of sin. God opposes the proud, but gives grace to the humble. Pride will say, I can make it by myself, but no man is an island. We need one another. No one can make it by themselves. We need fellowship, accountability, and responsibility. The Christian life is never lived in isolation. We were made to fellowship with God and with other believers. So we got to take off the mask. We need to come out of hiding. No pretense. No hiding behind houses, portfolios, furniture, money, or possessions. God has called us to a life of transparency and honesty, not to a masquerade ball. It's time to take off the mask and come out of hiding. Zacchaeus tried to hide from God, but Jesus found him. Our text says in verse 10, for the Son of Man came to seek and to save that which was lost. Zacchaeus didn't realize that while he was hiding, Jesus was seeking after him because he was lost. He needed to be saved. And it's the same for every one of us. All of us have tried to hide from God at some point and some time, and some of us are still trying to hide from God. But God always knows where we are and where we're up to. He knows us by name. There's no place to run and no place to hide. Escape from God is impossible. The question is there an area in your life that you're wearing a mask? Is there an area that you're trying to hide from God and others? If so, be willing to take off the mask today. Come out of hiding and admit that you need help and get the help that you need. We've got to come to the place where Jesus is our hiding place. And when we accept the fact that Jesus has exchanged our imperfections for His perfection, we will take off the mask and as we walk in the light of His Word and surrender it all to Jesus every day, the mask come off. Let's get
The Word has encouraged you, has impacted your life, and we'd like to extend a cordial invitation to come out and join us in service. Our address is 465 Waterbury Court, Suite E, Gahanna, Ohio, 43230.